Hello everyone, this is Chris and welcome back to another video. Now today is very interesting because over this past week we have heard many more details regarding the cave update, more features that's coming, more types of caves and other types of stuff like that, and even an idea as to when we could even start seeing snapshots and betas for the game. Very exciting stuff, very interesting stuff, and yeah, let's not waste any time, let's get into it. Now, during Minecraft Live, we actually saw 3 new cave variants, which will be coming to the Caves and Cliffs update. The very luscious green cave, the mega cave, and the deep dark cave. And these are very interesting types of caves. However, some people were wondering if there will actually be more types of cave variants coming in the future. And Henrik, one of the Minecraft developers, actually confirmed that yes, there will be a ton more caves. Yes, a ton. And whether that means like 3 or 4 more or an absolute load more like the amount of biomes we actually see on the surface, I'm not sure about, but it's very interesting to hear like a confirmation that yes, there will be plenty more types of cave variations coming with Caves and Cliffs. But you might be wondering, okay, when are we actually going to start seeing these features in betas and snapshots and other things like that? When are we actually going to get our hands on these features to play around with them? Well, Adrian, another one of the devs, actually said, I assume all of you are curious as to when 1.17 snapshots will begin, but before we start releasing those snapshots, we plan to release 1.16.4. This will be a small update that does not contain any gameplay features. Now, in case you're wondering when we'll actually see 1.16.4 for Java Edition, on Thursday of this week, they actually started releasing pre-releases for that update, which should mean that very soon we will start seeing these types of cave update features in the snapshots and in the betas. As to exactly when that will happen is uncertain because we can never really predict as to how long 1.16.4 will come out and when 1.17 snapshots can start, but from the way they worded, I think we'll actually start seeing these definitely before the end of the year. But if I had to guess, potentially November, potentially, but that's just a complete wild guess. Bringing it back to Henrik, yeah, he's one of the big guys working on Caves and Cliffs. He actually released more video footage as to some of the mountains and more cave variations, along with live music to those caves. And let me just play about 20 to 30 seconds for you, just so you get an idea as to what the sounds and music will be like in these caves. That is some of the most peaceful and soothing types of music I have ever heard for something which is supposed to be now very terrifying and very scary now. But yeah, if we look back at the footage they used, we can actually see that some of these new types of caves, like the grass, actually reaches way far down, way further than before, which could potentially be another new type of cave, just like grassy types of caves, which is very cool to see. And it's also very cool, even though they're using older footage, having the music in the background with actually seeing how they created. I'm a big music guy, you know, the note block things, and I'm always curious like how they actually managed to put these songs together. And it's kind of cool seeing the two of them just working together, making this type of song which potentially could be used for these brand new types of caves. But if we jump ahead further into the video, we could see him walking down into a cave, and we could actually see that the jungle reaches far down into this one cave. Now, maybe that kind of makes me think that potentially what he means by a bunch of caves is we will see cave-dependent biomes depending on where the caves are. And I'd be totally on board with it. And also, we could see in this clip right here, loads and loads of different types of mountains and other types of things like that. So potentially the snowy mountains aren't going to be the only mountains that's going to get updated. Maybe other types of mountains. I don't know. We can only judge from what we see, and we can't really judge for certain until we actually get our hands in it, but it's very interesting seeing what they do with it. One of the caves which we're absolutely sure going to see is actually known as the Mesh Caves, because Henrik once again tweeted this picture of him working at his in-home office. Obviously, you can't have everyone working in the same office during a pandemic, so yeah, I like his little setup thing, but if we zoom in, we could actually see more types of cave things on his little monitor, and we can't see too well because of the way we have to zoom in and stuff, but from what we could tell and from what they have said, inside this picture there is indeed mesh caves. No idea what they mean by that, but it sounds interesting, it sounds fun, and I am very excited to see what the mesh caves are. But bringing it back onto things which we already knew about, the copper, for instance, we already knew that the copper was going to be a brand new type of ore, holding a brand new type of building blocks, and having a very unique type of thing of aging over time. And I love seeing the orange types of blocks and the green types of blocks, but I know I'm going to personally want like both types in the same area, and it's going to be very, very annoying if we are going to have to do something very tough or very difficult in order to keep these roofs looking the way they are. But thankfully the devs understand that, because Lady Agnes tweeted saying, "Hi everyone, we are seeing questions about if you can make copper stay in a certain state. And yes, you can. So if you really want a copper block to be copper orange or semi-green forever, there will be a way to achieve that. Smiley face. Have a great day." Hopefully what she means is that there is going to be an easy way to do it. Maybe if you build it in a certain place, then it won't rust as quickly, or maybe there's a thing you can add onto it which won't make it rust as much, or something like that. But it's very, very comforting to know that there is indeed a way that will be able to keep copper in its original orange state, and there will, obviously be just ways to make it just rustic and greenish or whatever. But yeah, I'm very, very happy that the devs are listening to us, and I'm very happy that they are talking out about the updates so much too. And in case you're expecting to see a new type of cave, maybe filled with lava or something like that, Henrik, yet again, actually explains that he doesn't want it to feel too much like the Nether, and I kind of understand it. Like, the Nether is there to be the Nether, to be this hellish landscape filled with lava, filled with danger, and I'd kind of understand why they don't really want to have these massive pools of lava. I'd expect there to be some changes to the existing lava lakes. Whatever they are, I'm not exactly sure yet, but it's interesting to know that we aren't getting massive lava pools in the overworld, but again, understand it. And for the most part, that's pretty much everything the devs have told us over this past week on Twitter. Hopefully. I probably missed something out. There has been lots and lots of tweets, and it's obvious that the devs are just as excited as us to see Caves and Cliffs update, and yeah, that's why this update, from the looks of things, is going to be the biggest Minecraft has ever seen in its lifespan, and I am very, very excited about it. In case there's any other information that comes out over these next few weeks, I will definitely be making more videos on it, and I will for sure make videos on it as soon as we get our hands on betas and snapshots and all that sorts of stuff, so we can finally play with these features, finally see what they are, see what they act like, and all sorts of stuff. But for now, that's pretty much all I have for you, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.